you know, life puts you in crazy positions, right? I knew at 14 what I had in me, and when I'm talking about me, I'm talking about spiritually. My mom never ever hid or hides anything from me, especially when it came to the spiritual world. Indeed, she showed me a lot of things that I decided to never show anyone that was surrounding me. The only time that I ever showed it was around my mom, because I even hid that side from my daughter, from everything, because I didn't want anyone to fucking call me crazy. I and I and I know I suppressed it to the point where I started smoking weed at 14 because there was things that I started to see that I couldn't understand, and I would ask, why the fuck me? There was things that I would feel, especially feel, and I would be, what the fuck is this? That's why there's so much moments of things in my life that I should have gotten maybe in trouble, but I didn't, because I got out just on time. I mean, certain things I just didn't listen, but the stuff that could have fucked me, I remember getting out just on time, because I already knew the truth. I already knew it. I felt it. My body feels it before it happens. And I chose to be that idiot that was like, oh, fuck that. I don't want people to call me crazy. And you know what? I don't want to feel these things. So decided to start numbing at 14, smoking weed, right? And then it just progressed to other shit as I got older. And then all this chaos would happen because I allowed it to happen. You know, instead of letting my spirit guide me, or letting myself be guided by the right people, I chose to let the world guide me, because I wanted to shut that shit down. I wanted to shut it down because I didn't want anyone saying anything to me. I didn't want anyone's opinion to bother me, you know, because I didn't know how to regulate shit. I didn't understand it. And the more that I think about it now, I remember my mom telling me when I was younger, like, Irma, you're going to have to let that go, because you're going to end up being who you're supposed to be no matter what time. And those things that you're suppressing is a gift. It's not demonic, it's not evil. Those things that you know and those things that you feel, you should, you know, grow into them. But instead of growing into them, I would just shut them down. I shut them down to the point where when I was the only one, no, I can't say I shut them down 100. I remember when I was with Alva, I used them a little bit. I would, my spirit wouldn't align with him to certain things, because my spirit knew that it was wrong. And I, as a person, knew also spiritually and whatever. Anyways, I'm not going to get too deep with that shit. But anyways, you got to be who you're going to be, because at the end of the day, no matter what, people are going to call you crazy regardless. Look, I was trying to avoid all my life for people to call me crazy. And you know what I got? Everybody always called me crazy. Everybody, that's their favorite line for me. Oh, don't mind Irma, she's just fucking crazy. Bitch, I ain't crazy. The fuck? Make it make sense to me, because the only thing that I wanted to suppress, I should have never suppressed, because I didn't want to be called crazy. And I still got called crazy. Crazy to me, that shit crazy. But it's crazier that it took me 43 years to understand and realize that I should have never, ever dumbed that shit down. That's why I get so angry when certain people around me dumb themselves for others. And I'm like, wait a minute, I did the same thing. Like, no, not no more though. And that's why I've isolated myself so much, because I have to figure it out for myself, and I have to do things on my own that does not allow people to be in that part. And I know I do a lot of shit that people don't understand. I know there's people that see me doing things. Like today, I tell you, example, I'm sick as a dog, but I had to get up. I had to come ground myself. I had to do this. Like, I had to do this because my spirit would not, I was home, and my spirit wouldn't allow me to stay still. Like, I had to do this. I had to be in this place. I had to be here, and I had to do the things that I did. And there's people around me all over. And normally I wouldn't even do this shit, because I know that people are so fucking judgmental. You know what I mean? I still did it though, because I really don't give a fuck. Before I did, I was a real people pleaser. That is sickening. You know what I'm saying? And now, because I'm not the way I used to be, people don't understand it. They see it like, oh, she must not care. She doesn't want to be around us. It's none of that. It's just because my